Climb to the top of the world, but the North Star has already flown. I hear rumors of a place where the soul was born. And watch all the bright lights shimmer, try to see something where there is none. And I really believe that I could touch the sun. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside my mind? Everything is alright, but I keep seeing ghosts in the daylight. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside my mind? Everything is alright, but I keep seeing ghosts in the daylight. Turn the lights down low and watch all the vampires in silhouette. I run for the hills and try to keep my head. There's still a chance we can make it if you hold on, hold on, hold. It's what I'm saying, but the words don't come out right. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside my mind? Everything is alright, but I keep seeing ghosts in the daylight. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. For those of you who caught the Phasmophobia stream a little earlier, but this is actually going to be a little bit of a different show. Before we really get too into this, I first want to bring on some guests for tonight, and they're not really guests, to be honest with you. They're more family. Right now, we have three really amazing individuals in our P3 family. They're my brothers, and I love them to death. So for tonight's topic, who better than family? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start off. You know what? I was going to start off with the sussy one. And if you watch through the lens, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to start with the sussy one. The other one, I've dealt with him a lot today. So we're going to have to go with the one we haven't spoken with for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't really want to call him a newer member anymore. He's been in here for a while. One of my good brothers and good friends, David Hope. What's up, brother?
How's it going?
How you doing tonight, brother?
Could be better, but it's all right.
Well, we'll definitely talk about that. And for those of you wondering, that is Supernatural behind David. His wife is a hell of a decorator, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. So let's next bring up someone who's actually very creative. He's a really great guy, good brother of ours as well. And honestly, if you haven't heard of him, you will now. From A View Beyond Paranormal. That's right, you're waiting till last. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Hoffman. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
And of course, guys, the one we've been teasing in the background, the sussy one, he's a sussy baka. he's going to be under extreme scrutiny here very soon from Lex Paranormal. You know him, you definitely tolerate him, ladies and gentlemen. Raymond, what's up, brother? FYI, for those of you who don't know, we are joking with each other. We all love Raymond.
You maybe.
Yeah, we tolerate him.
Yeah. That's why I always said if I started a podcast, it'd be called "Everybody Tolerates Raymond."
Copyright. That's copyright.
We're copyrighting that.
So, brothers, welcome to the stream. We all know why we're here, and as always, we're going to start off by saying hello to our wonderful audience, because the audience is the main reason why we do this. And tonight is no exception, because tonight is an open mic. So if anybody is interested in coming up and sharing what we're about to talk about, you are more than welcome. It's an open mic. It's an open invitation. So of course we have Gabriel. Gabriel, what is up? He was the first one here, so I don't know where David Hale is. David's usually here. 49ers. Nah, we don't need that here. And I've seen this person before, but they've been coming more frequent. RGB Paranormal Lockdown. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Glad to see you back. And one of our brothers from across the way, Nando from Portal to the Paranormal. What is up, Nando? How are you doing, my brother? And David, right down your way, there's Anthony from Texas Wraith Hunters, another P3 brother of ours.
Yeah.
How you doing, Anthony? And of course, Joanne, our sister from up north, from Canada. So welcome, guys. So tonight, guys, give me 1 minute to calm down. We're not going to talk football. That's going to go a whole nother direction. Steelers. Wow. Ooh, I got caught in my throat. I need a terrible towel. Anyway, so guys, we are here tonight to discuss any issues, any prayers that may need. Now, before we get into it, I just want everybody to know that we're not here to discriminate against. When we say prayers, we don't just mean in the Christian sense, praying to God. It can be to Allah, it could be to Buddha, it could be to whoever you want to pray to. I don't care, the tree out back of your yard. I don't care who you pray to. Stop it. I'm just saying. I saw that look.
Or
right
like George Carlin, Joe Pesci.
Well, I mean.
But grounded.
Yes, and just so everybody knows that I am, and yes, I found these all today. I was so excited that I do not discriminate. I am actually wearing, by wearing I mean I borrowed it indefinitely. I have Mackenzie's pentagram I am wearing since she is Wiccan, and I actually have it right next to my cross. So. Yeah, never mind. We're not going there. But we're not here to discriminate, so it's just up for everybody. The main reason why we're doing this is because there's been a lot going on in our field. A lot. There's been a lot of prayers that have been needed, a lot of positive energy that's been needed. We've all lost a lot of friends, family, and honestly, people who have impacted our lives. We'll extend that out. I mean, we lost the Queen. The Queen passed away this year. We've lost a lot of amazing celebrities who we grew up with. The woman who played Mrs. Potts. Whether you like Disney or not, that voice. Mrs. Potts. And it's just one of those things to where we need some support. It's that time of the year. So. Okay, I think I'm good. You okay now, Gabriel? You okay, bro? Okay. But we're doing Nando. But I just want everybody to know that you will not be, if you don't want to come up on panel, that is perfectly fine. You do not have to. But if you want to, I'm going to set this link right here. It is going to be in chat. And you are welcome to come up. Now, we like to obviously have fun. We like to have fun. We like to enjoy our time together. But I'm going to tell you as a warning right now, No trolls, no coming up here bashing anybody. There's nothing negative going on this show. If you need support, if you need prayers, if you want to share what's happened, or flip it, if something positive has happened due to this community, let's celebrate that. But no BS tonight, guys. And if that's what you're looking for, sorry, not sorry.
I do have a quick question.
Mhm.
Should we put up the NC-17? Because I'm sure some of the stuff that people may talk about might cross over into, adult.
A bit more mature content.
You know, I was thinking that myself, but I just wanted to see what you guys might have thought. But there we go. We'll bring it up regardless. So yeah. And I will let everybody know if you come on this in either the chat or you come up on panel and you start putting somebody down or disrespecting in any way, shape, or form, you will be banned and blocked immediately. No questions asked. I don't care who you are. This is not, because let's be honest, we all need, it's like law enforcement, emergency vehicles, responders, and stuff like that, first responders, military. People make fun of them until they need them. And once they need them, then that's when they respect them.
Right.
It's that simple. So if you come up and you start saying, "Oh, well, what about you? You've dealt with something where you needed someone for some support. Well, here's your chance." So, gentlemen, I'm going to open this up to you. I know one of you has some concerns for right now, and not to call you out, but David, would you like to kick us off on who needs some support right now?
Yes, thank you. Everybody's helper, Ashley Hale. She's lost 2 family members due to 2 different circumstances, but in the last 24 hours. Right here after Thanksgiving, which was hopefully a great holiday for them, everybody get together and everything. And then to lose them right before Christmas, and the expense. Let's not forget about that,
Right.
She spells it, she spells it differently. ASHLEE, right?
Yeah.
I thought HALE. Okay, so I'm gonna put the names in the chat.
But
So
yes,
everybody's names that are in the chat. What's that?
And our Don, he's been going through a battle, losing his family for the last week. And then today, which he had a lot of love and support there, but still continue to pray for the family and him, even afterward.
Well, someone else just joined us, guys. I know, Aaron, you probably see him. Another good brother of ours. And I know a lot of people know him. A lot of people love him. And he is one of a kind. He's a really good brother of ours. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Don Vic Show, Victor Santiago. Victor, my brother.
Yeah, what's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
How you doing, brother?
Hanging in there. You know how it is.
Everything. And for those of you who don't know, Victor just had a loss in his family. We do still continue to pray for you, brother. We're still in my thoughts. You know that. And your boy IG, our boy IG, he lost too. So if everybody could, again, say some prayers. Keep this man right here. This is a good man right here.
Thank you.
Good man. Good man. And definitely IG. So, Victor, it's not really something a lot of people like to ask, but everything was nice, I'm assuming, today?
Yeah, the support system was phenomenal, besides the tragedy. It's it's hard to bear when someone's really, really close to you, someone that you call your son, and just seeing everyone, fall apart, and it was just something out of this world. Like I mean, I've been to funerals before for friends and other family members, but this one here, like, really touched home. He was part of my team, and him and my sons were like brothers. So watching the kids fall apart, and and feeling that pain. It was just something unbearable, man.
It's I've said before, and Victor, we even spoke privately, and I said, I know the feeling. I think we all have. Like this year, I don't know if you guys remember, but early this year, I got the message that a really close friend of mine passed away due to COVID and pneumonia, and it was a messy situation. He wasn't even that much older than me. If anything, I think I was older than him. It was we were that close in age, and he left behind 3 kids, taking care of his mom, and it was bad, real bad. And he was as close to me as what you guys are. We were that close. So, hearing that out of the blue just killed me.
Yeah.
So I feel you, brother. I feel you. And then on top of that, his mother passed away 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So a lot of loss in that family. But, one thing, though, I want everyone to remember is when you start going through these things, 2 things will happen. Your true friends and family will come out.
Right.
And your haters will disappear.
Yeah. It seemed not to.
So the other thing is obviously we've all lost somebody at some point in time in our lives, and we've gotten through it. We have gotten through it. The pain we feel is honestly temporary, and I know it doesn't seem like it, but it is. It is. We do have another guest popping in, but he hasn't connected any of his stuff yet. So we'll bring him on here in a little bit. Aaron, what about you? You have anything or anyone?
Well, last week I found out a friend of mine that I called my brother because we actually looked like we could be brothers, and we did everything together. Knew him for ever since I was 16. Last week I found out he was murdered in Laredo, Texas at a truck stop last year. And the loss of him hurt, but also the fact that nobody would tell me hurt.
Been there.
So there's that, and then in a couple of months, I'm going to do something that I've been dreading for over 30 years. When I was 17, actually when I was 16, I was dating this girl that I had known through the hearing impaired program. She was deaf, I'm hearing impaired, and we kind of fooled around for a little while, and we never really made it official that we would go out, but we kind of did our thing. One night she comes over, asked me to go with her with another mutual friend of ours because she wasn't comfortable around him. I was tired. I was like, you know what? Just let him take you home. Everything will be fine. 2 days later, my mom burst into my room, so hysterical she couldn't speak. Brought me in the living room, and it was on the news. The newscaster was saying that they had identified the body of Melinda, my friend. I looked at my mom and instantly I said, "Mom, I know who did it. It was Gary."
Wow.
She wouldn't believe me. 3 days later, he was arrested for her murder. So for over 30 years, I've not been able to go to her cemetery because I still hold the guilt, wondering what if I had gone with. I've never been able to forgive myself for that. So in a couple of months, I'm going to make my first visit to her grave and apologize for not going with her that night.
Well, first of all, brother, and I feel like the rest of us will agree. We may not be right there, but you're not going alone.
That's right.
You know that.
Right.
Raymond, what about you, brother?
Which you know what happened a few weeks ago? They found a really close friend in his home dead. He'd been there for about 2 weeks. You know, we'd been friends since high school. We were basically brothers. You know, we did so much stuff together, from going out and having fun to just hanging out and listening to music. And apparently he had a drug problem, and there'd been a lot of traffic in and out of the house, and it just stopped. And then they found him a couple weeks later. And that's still hard to process, because for a few more days we were the same age.
Right.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to get news. It's hard to get news like that. It really is, especially ones we don't know. Like, I actually found out that buddy of mine, real close buddy of mine, I was in the military with, actually trained with him in boot camp. He passed away, took his own life. Wife divorced him, took his own life. I didn't find out until 5 years. 5 years after. But Aaron, as far as the regret, you and I have something in common as well. As most of you know, it was me being in the military. I told you guys I went to Thailand, had some fun in Thailand, did a detachment. What I never said to anybody, haven't said anything, is I was supposed to go to Iraq. I volunteered. I wanted to go. I went through the training, was in my desert uniform, ready to go with a guy called CE2. He was pay grade above me. Well, CE2 comes into this office spaces the day before we were supposed to go on leave. So basically take a vacation to get any financial, any business that we need to take care of and spend time with family. Comes in and says, "Hey, do you remember how we were supposed to go?" I said, "I remember everything except supposed to." He said, "Nope, we're going to Thailand. You're switching over into your regular BDUs, regular camis." The guy who replaced me for Iraq was shot with it's a water explosive, water bottle, basic explosive. It's very loud, very deadly. I talked to the driver of this vehicle. He was riding passenger, or he was the A driver is what it's called. The driver said all he saw was a bright light, looked over, and a pink cloud where this guy was sitting. I knew this guy. Now, the damnedest thing, he was sitting where I was supposed to be.
Right.
One thing we all know is everything happens for a reason, good or bad. We have no control. That was one of the first lessons I had to learn as an investigator, is we have no control over this. We don't get to pick and choose. When it's your time, it's your time, good or bad. When we wake up and we take that first breath, we're playing the lottery, and we're playing that same number. One of these days, one of these times, our number will be called, no matter what we do, no matter how healthy we are, no matter what.
Right.
So to sit here and hold guilt, I don't blame you, Aaron, brother. Seriously, I don't blame you. But the what ifs doesn't matter at that point. To hold on, you know what I mean? But the fact is that we are all here together. Fate, no matter what has ever happened, has brought us together as a family. And everybody listening, you guys are a part of that too. You don't have to be P3. All my brothers up here are P3 family, and I love them to death. But that don't mean shit. The fact that they support each other, they love each other, we're here for each other, day or night, doesn't matter. They're nothing but positives. They're positive influences in my life, and that's what I respect them for. And the same goes for you in the audience. It doesn't matter what you are going through. Know there are good people
Right.
like these 4 right here and many others who do give a shit about you.
Well, wait. I only see 5 people up there. Who's the 4th?
And we're including Raymond in this one.
I was just going to say, you don't know me that well.
I'm sorry, I was lagging. What was that?
But
No, I'm not kidding. Anybody at any time, even people in the audience, and ones that's gonna watch this afterwards. You're not alone. Like we say, just reach out. You can reach out to me at any time.
Right.
and same with me.
Yeah.
I literally only sleep a few hours a day or night. 99% of the time I'm up. Most of the night, I'm always here.
Depending on what podcast is on.
Yeah.
Or depending on which British podcaster is threatening to whoop your ass,
Yeah.
beat the American out of you. I heard him say that. I just couldn't stop laughing.
1776 was a rough year for the British.
Yeah. Well, like I say, that's why they play soccer, because they keep dropping the ball.
Right. But a lot of people say that they don't want to bring their concerns to the general public, which in some you shouldn't. There's certain things, obviously, some things need to be kept private, which is fine. But the fact that you need help or the fact that you need support should not be hidden.
Right. 100%.
Because it'll actually help. As weird as it sounds, it helps. I mean, I know it's not a loss, but like recently, I asked for prayers and support for my cat. She's still sick. That doesn't change the fact that I can't take her to the vet. I'm struggling to figure this out on how to do this. I could do one or two things. I could sit here in my room or wherever and just drill about it. What's that going to do? Really, what's it going to do? It's not going to solve the problem.
True.
What I can do, though, is I can be here for other people. I can reach out. I can distract myself. And you know what? Sometimes distracting yourself with something from the outside will actually help. That answer you are looking for will come when you're distracted. I mean, case in point, how many times, speaking of distraction, we just had someone else pop in. So before I continue that, I'm going to bring on one of our other brothers. And he hasn't joined P3, I'm going to say yet, but you want to talk about support, you're going to say his name. Ladies and gentlemen, from Phasmophobia. Yeah, there. See, you got me on Phasmophobia. I'm going to get him on Phasmophobia. From Parapost and Hunophobia, I put the two together. Our brother, Brian John.
How's it going, guys? How's it
Phasmophobia.
going?
Mister.
Mr. Zipper.
Wait. Isn't Nipple supposed to be in there somewhere?
Yeah, Mr. Nipple.
Mr.
How about
Nipples.
Mr. Wait a minute.
Mr.
Mr.
Nipple.
Nipple Zipper Sparky.
Sparky Nipple Zipper?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Where did I get? Oh,
Sparky
you know what? I was
Zipper
looking.
Nipples.
I was looking at Aaron, and it came up in my feed that somebody was playing Phasmophobia on Steam, and I got confused on what was going on, and I tried to say Hunophobia and Parapost, and I tried to my brain's not working.
Yeah.
But so Brian, great show as always.
you.
If
Definitely.
you guys haven't seen, go check out Through the Lens. The show tonight had Jenny Sullivan from the UK on, and she was talking about Lep Castle, one of my absolute favorites, and high on my bucket list. And it was absolutely gorgeous. That video was amazing.
Now, the interesting thing about this show, I've had everybody on my show Through the Lens who's on this panel, except Mr. Don Vick.
Now that needs to happen.
Yeah, that will happen somewhere down the road. I've already told him that he's going to come on somewhere down the road. So
I will definitely be at that show.
that will definitely happen at some point.
That'll be awesome.
There's Rosanna, Nerd Witch.
Foxy, hello, Foxy.
Foxy Escapes. I like the name.
She's actually great. I got a chance to talk with her, I believe, on Emmy's one podcast. She's really cool.
And Mr. Hope wearing the hat, the yellow cowboy hat tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Hey, Raymond, you want to explain what you're doing?
Thank you.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Raymond?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Raymond?
We know it takes forever. I was getting fired up.
That's true. He'll be ready in about 3 hours.
I'll be ready in about 3 hours.
So
By the time the
Brian-
show ends, I'll be ready.
Brian, I don't know if you have heard of Steam, but Steam is a gaming platform.
I asked you about it.
Yeah.
The
Told you
other
about the. Yeah, I didn't know if you looked into it. Anyway,
No.
well, when you download it and you get everything set up, you get notifications on your friends who are playing, and you'll see them pop up.
Mm.
Somebody's name popped up
Sweet.
saying playing Phasmophobia, and I went, okay.
Must be
Raymond?
nice to have free time and play games and stuff like that.
I would give him shit for it. I would give him shit for it, but I did
Must
just
be
stream on
nice.
it.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
He
you
has
guys
it up
can go
too.
on the
That's how
side
he
and
knows
play
I'm
some
on.
games
So
and stuff like that. Apparently, me and Victor are the only ones really working.
Well, to be fair, I'm going in for a.
Aaron, I know you've been up on those games, so I was going to mention you, but
No, I'm not saying anything. I will
yeah,
say this, though.
there
I
you
work
go.
too.
yeah, there you go. So yeah,
Because that magazine don't produce itself.
that's true. That's true. And I like
and to be
the- I
fair,
like to
after the
let
night
us-
I had at work last night, yeah.
Well, let's be fair. You only work 3 to 4 days a week.
Who?
I gotta investigate sometime.
Oh,
Raymond only works 3 to 4 days a week.
I wish I
okay,
could.
that's fair.
Yes.
I'm starting a 10-day stretch tomorrow at 4 a.m.
There you go.
Hmm.
And
Why
I think
I'm
we
not
should-
asleep?
I think we should give a shout out to Aaron's new issue coming out.
Mhm.
Saw it. Looks good. Looks good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
a few people got early access, just
Yeah, yeah.
kinda a little teaser, but it
Yeah.
will be available tomorrow.
Looks good.
Right.
Got
Can't wait.
Global in there. Got Parapost in there. Got a lot of other stuff in there. Is Don Vick in there?
No.
No.
I'm going to be talking to him. I want to get his podcast in the listing
Yeah.
on the
there you go.
website.
There you go.
Okay. Awesome.
There
So,
you go.
so Brian, I don't know if you caught, but the show is about, well, besides just BSing and hanging out, as we always do, prayer concerns, or if anybody is in need of positive thoughts, this is a place to announce it and get some support. So, do you have anything? Have any
Positive,
positive, negative? And-
positive thought, like a saying or something like that.
Well, some people don't do prayers. They don't like the term prayers. It's just
Yeah.
so.
I'm not really a religious person.
And not a lot
You know
of
what
people
I-
are.
Yeah, you know what I tell myself every single day?
Hmm.
And I say it to myself every single morning I wake up. Don't let yesterday use up today.
And believe it or not, that
That's what I say
saying
to I say that to
That's
myself
good.
every morning.
that saying, in all honesty, has actually helped me through a lot. It actually has helped me,
Yep.
and it's gotten me through a lot recently as well.
Hmm.
So that's a great saying, really
It
great
is.
saying.
It is.
But
Or
no,
you
we
can
like
do that happy smiley guy from SNL.
Okay.
Sat in front of the mirror every day and said, "I'm the best.
Right.
I'm
Raymond-
so happy. I'm wonderful."
Raymond wakes up and goes, "Hello, sexy." See?
Okay. You know what? If I were you, I would not go towards the nipples because you will be given a name by Howard. Every time,
I don't care.
Every time he comes on my show now, all he says is nipples.
Mhm.
Well, see, when you said something about talk about what you say to yourself every day, I figured it was a zipper check.
No. No. It's I have a few sayings I say to myself every day, and it's good. It helps you feel better. you know, and you know, if you feel like shit that day, you know, just I'm not telling you to go stand in front of the mirror. Just, you know, say positive thoughts to yourself. And those positive thoughts will turn into positive things. And you know what we all say, in this field is manifestation. If you manifest
Mhm.
good thoughts every single day, good things will happen.
Yep. And starting off that thought process, and like I said recently with my cat, I've been really upset. Obviously, but that actually is 100% true because the support system that we have here and what we are doing. I mean, we said it last night when we welcomed Anna and Alex to the P3 family. This field has changed in the past 3 years. This field has changed for the positive.
Yeah.
There's more support than ever before. We are coming together than ever before. And you know what? Fucking A, it shows.
Yeah.
Look at right here on this panel.
Right.
And speaking of which, Gabriel, welcome to the show, brother.
Welcome.
Can you hear us all
guys
right?
hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
See,
Yeah.
now this really upset me because
All right,
Nando
let me
told
fix
me
my
this.
camera.
Nando told me this about a week ago, and I literally got upset that he didn't tell anyone about this.
Yeah.
And you know, I didn't even know this, and I wish he would have reached out to us. But you know, he said something positive at the end of that. You know, he has the support ever since you know, me coming to them and asking them to
I
join
remember that.
Parapost, joining Parapost, and their podcast has done well. It's doing well on Parapost, and you know, he thanked me again today, and he doesn't need to. But I was pissed when I found that out. I didn't tell him I was pissed, but
Well, you did now.
I did now. But you know, because you know that's stuff that you don't keep to yourself. You know.
No.
Right.
And you know, Nando did tell me as well, and he said he mentioned it to you, and I was like, dude, I mean, this was just the other day, and he said it was in June, and I went, seriously? I'm like, seriously, dude. But no, and that's the thing. I am not afraid, and I know some of you have seen.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
He's just covering his face, kind of like he's embarrassed.
No, but at my end, I'm just seeing square little boxes.
Honestly, like
Yeah,
I don't know.
square.
I know it does it once in a while, but that's weird on your end that it's showing. Anybody else showing that? Can you guys see
No, I
those?
just
Or
got little square boxes too.
why do I see them?
I see something.
Yeah,
Yeah, not
it's
square
like
boxes, but
it's like that soccer thing I was doing on Through the Lens.
Yeah.
That's what it was doing. Yeah, that's weird. That
Oh
it was
no,
showing
but
that.
we got the soccer. No, but I got to see the soccer ball and the football.
I don't know. Sometimes it does that.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, Gabriel, how you doing, brother?
I'm
How you
doing good, you guys. So what's the topic?
So tonight it's an open mic, and if anybody has any prayers
Okay.
or positive thoughts that are needed, this is the place to share it, and also kind of just to relax and come together and show support for each other. That's what this is about.
Oh, there you
So-
go. Okay.
So do you have anything?
I mean, I
that-
can't see chat, but anybody needs prayers, let me know. I'll light up a candle and say a prayer for you guys. Just let me know in chat.
Awesome. I'll keep the chat going. There was something Suzette actually mentioned something. Suzette also, guys, has been one of those supporters like Gabriel, always in chat, but very few I've seen her in front of the camera. But she actually said she had a close friend of hers pass away during COVID. She couldn't say goodbye to her at the hospital because only immediate families make sense, because we've had that down here. I don't know if everybody's had that. Felt like yesterday, never told her how much. You know, we here as paranormal investigators, every one of us, I mean, I'm including you. I'm including you, Victor. You're an investigator as well. You're an honorary investigator. We all know that there is something else out there. We all know that. There's something going on. We paranormal investigators, we know
That's what I
this
mean.
existence is not the end.
No, they won't.
There
even come
is something else.
check on it, and then
Our
they
question
get-
is, what happens after that, right?
Yes.
So in this case, Suzette, the best thing to do is think about that individual and just say it.
What,
They'll hear it.
Raina?
Like Brian said,
Exactly what
manifest
I
it.
was thinking.
Manifest it.
Because she was sitting in
You know,
the boardwalk just
I
fucking
think we all
so
agree
cold.
that in this field, we've all
Oh.
learned that unless it's residual, an intelligent haunting or whatever, they will move. They will go place to place. They never just stay in one spot.
Right.
Some do, but they can move. So even if you're thousands of miles away, just the thought of that individual is enough to manifest them and manifest their feelings
Oh,
and their thoughts and their
what am I
consciousness.
doing
So
here?
to talk and just say their name and tell them exactly what you want. Or what I've also found is go to their cemetery. I actually did that a couple weeks ago. My buddy I was telling you guys about who passed away of COVID. I went to his headstone and I just said what I needed to say to him. And I felt better. Sometimes that's just what we need to do.
Right.
That was that when that happened.
Yeah.
That was when the whole kitchen
Brian, you look like you're deep in thought, brother.
what the hell are we
Nope.
trying
Okay.
Nope. No, I'm never deep in thought.
Zipper check.
Nev, what did you say?
He said zipper check.
No. But thank you for pointing that out. Nope. No, I'm not a deep in thought.
I did hear something recently that I thought was unique, and it's a good thing to kind of talk about today. And the saying goes, "Remember, it's only a bad day, not a bad life."
That's right.
You're
Me
100%
and my
right.
ex-wife.
I think choices need to be put in there
You might
too.
have
'Cause,
second thoughts about that.
hey! I have experience with that, and that's just a choice, a bad choice. And,
Oh, that was terrible of me. That was terrible.
hey, if it's justified, it's justified. That's all I gotta say. But you know what? Our brother Robin from Happen Paranormal said something, and you know what? It's true. I know it's a common saying. We've all heard this one before. You're not here for a long time. You're here for a good time. I think we can actually twist that into taking any one of these instances. If you're going through something, you're not there for a long time. You're there for a good time. Let's focus on that. I mean, I know.
I'm here for a very good time, and that's why I stay in trouble.
But when we're going through stuff, like I've already told Mackenzie flat out, the day my lottery number gets called, and I go to that next existence, I want my funeral to be a fucking party. I want people drunk. I want bad decisions to be made. I want people to sit there and say he may be gone, but he threw one hell of a party. That's what I want.
No.
No, wait a minute. Last
what
thing
are
you
you
need
doing?
is having people say, "Yeah, you were conceived at your Uncle Matt's funeral."
Well,
That's true.
I want that. I want
that's
that.
true, but
I want that.
That and Pop Goes the Weasel. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I am taking requests for people to stand in the back with a Grim Reaper outfit and just stand there.
I'll do it.
Okay. Now, if somebody is really old, they have to go see you soon.
Stop it.
You gotta do something like that.
Well, what about taking?
I'll take the flowers off the casket and throw it behind me.
Yep. Whoever catches it next, that's when you say, "You're next."
Well, there's an idea.
Unfortunately,
You know, like at weddings, how they throw the bouquet.
unfortunately,
Right.
I won't be attending your wedding or funeral. I mean, and because I'm on your haunted list, so I'll see you eventually anyway. So
With the spirit box. Matt, are you there?
No.
Actually, am I going to your wedding? Your wedding's next year.
Yeah, if you want to. See, that's the thing. Everybody is invited. Everybody is invited. Everyone in the audience. You guys are invited.
Careful when you say that.
No, I don't care.
You don't want some crazies coming up.
Well,
You're
if they're
waiting?
going to pay to come that far, bring a good gift.
Well, you could
Let's
have
go.
crazies next door to you. You don't know.
I got crazies in the house,
Okay, there you
but
go. Yeah,
no,
I'm not touching that one.
Hey, Mackenzie said that last night to me. Huh.
Okay.
But
Yeah, but it's okay if she says it. But it's not okay that we say it.
but no, everybody in my P3 family and everybody in the paranormal family, you guys are invited. This is, it's going to be October 17th,
Go there, little
and
snugglebutt.
here in PA, you
Oh,
guys
my
are
bad.
welcome to show up, hang out, have some fun.
Okay, so here's an idea. Because
Okay.
the global ghost hunt starting
Hold
on
on.
the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys going away for a honeymoon? Or are you just doing the wedding and that's it?
You can say
Oh,
that.
you're going to Fear Fest.
Fear
I
Fest.
forgot. So what we'll do is we'll travel from your wedding down to Fear Fest. And then do an
19-hour convoy. I'm game.
No.
Well, I'd
I'll
rather
join up in
fly.
Kentucky.
I'd rather fly, to be honest.
I'm driving.
Really?
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
Gabriel, I'm just gonna mute you for a little bit, brother.
Dang.
So what we'll do is
There we
go from there down to Fear Fest,
Mhm.
and we'll do an investigation during the global ghost hunt and have it stream live. There you go.
I'm game for that. I'm game
Yeah.
for that. But
So
no,
what's down in New Orleans that we can investigate?
The entire fucking
Howard.
city.
Oh, there you go.
Well, it's
And
gonna
Howard.
Beer Fest is gonna be right in the French Quarter area, and there is a lot of history
Yeah.
down there.
Is that
A
what's down?
lot.
So what is David showing? Is that what's down in New Orleans?
Yes,
got
that's
there?
a list.
Oh, Dave's
Yeah.
already started his list.
There is a place in Louisiana,
Oh,
if
some
you can get
places.
in, the LaLaurie House.
Yes.
That is a seriously messed up history.
Myrtle's Plantation isn't too far either.
I want
Yep,
to.
that's
You know
another
what?
good one.
Here's the thing with the Myrtles. I've heard good and bad about that place. It's
Mhm.
almost like Bobby Mackey's. I've heard there. Yeah, it's really haunted, and I also heard there's nothing there. So
I'm sure it just depends on the night
yeah.
and also the approach of the people investigating.
Well, I've also had that on my list as well. That's on my bucket list, the Myrtles. So, but no,
Okay.
it's definitely going to be a heck of an investigation, a heck of a time. I'm excited for it. And I know Fear Fest is going to be a blast, along with the Global Ghost Hunt. And
So
actually,
does that mean I'm going to have to get a table at Fear Fest?
I thought you were doing that. Is that what you and Steven were talking about before?
No.
Oh.
I wasn't sure if I was going to do it yet.
I could do it. It's happening. I'm going, and I'll be down a day before it starts because I think it starts the 20th. Yeah, I think it starts the 20th, and I'll be down.
Yeah,
there
the
the
only
19th.
reason why I wasn't wanting to table there because I didn't want to encourage Steven to be around me.
Well, I know.
It's Howard you had to
I'm
worry
kidding.
about.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, it's Scotty. Scotty, you have to worry about.
Wonderboy.
Don't wear shorts. Don't wear shorts around Scotty. He's after for those legs.
Oh God. Oh, that's funny.
That's actually not a bad
no.
idea, Joanne. That's not a bad idea.
Oh no.
But no, we could actually talk about that. We could do a global ghost hunt
Yes.
table down at Fear Fest. I'm going.
Yeah, how much? Well, from what I understand, he's not going to charge us for the table, right? Because
Mhm.
we're part of the Paralympics. So
That's what-
that's a bonus.
Yeah.
So I just have to have some banners made and some merchandise.
That's it.
Raymond, you going down to
Viewprint.com's
Fear
not
Fest?
too bad
Raymond, you
priced.
going to Fear Fest?
Am I going to Fear Fest?
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
The correct answer
So
to
if
that
you
is
get,
yes.
so if I can't go down for some reason, would you guys take care of the table?
You got it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. When I started
But
working,
I would have to start making arrangements like tomorrow
Why? Why so early?
because there's a lot of schedules I had to work around just to make things happen most of the time.
Okay. Well, the great thing is it's still a year away.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people going down there, and I think Patty is going as well, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think Ken Allen said he was going. I think Patty is going too.
Oh,
So
okay.
Oh, now
That
you
means I
have to
have
go
to
for
go
it.
then. That means
Yeah.
I have to go.
yeah, pretty much. We should all pitch in and get Lex a plane ticket.
Yeah, because I want to see him make good on his threat to Raymond.
Me too.
I'll bring a football.
And Victor, since your family, you and IG are coming down to celebrate the wedding on the 17th, you can follow us down to New Orleans. Look at that.
You said 19-hour drive?
That's it. Just 19 hour.
I think I'm flying with Brian. I'll be on Brian's side. I'll be in the same plane Brian's in.
Exactly.
Brian,
How long of a plane ride is it? What, 2-3 hours?
it's not long. It's not long. It's, I think, only 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah, I'd rather do that.
Well, at least from PA.
So you're getting married, Matt?
Well, officially, yes. Well, my wife, the Wicked consultant, her and I, we've already been through the motions. My aunt passed away 2 years ago, and before she passed, I told Mackenzie I really wanted to have my aunt there. She's been a big part of my life, and I got a call one day that her health was going down really quick. So I literally left my work, ran up to Mackenzie's, and I said, "Do you still want to get married?" She goes, "Yeah, why?" I said, "Let's do it next week." And she goes, "Excuse me?" And I went, "Let's do it next week." Nothing official. We just have her there. We get it all set up. We have the pastor there. We do a Christian wedding for my aunt and for the family. And I said, it just wouldn't be legal. Do you want to do that? She goes,
wow,
sure.
Awesome.
And I went, cool. Turned around, started making plans. But no, we're on October 17th of next year. We're actually going to the courthouse. We're making it legal. And we're also doing a couple other things, but we're not going to disclose that just yet.
October of next year?
Yep. October 17th next year. Yep. So.
Well, that's the thing you're not going to discuss. You know there are a lot of indecent exposure, right?
Actually, I'll just say this, give you guys a little hint. It involves my daughter.
Oh, nice.
That's all I got to say. But it's a positive.
I had a joke there, but when you brought up your daughter, I'm not going to say the joke now.
Yeah, please don't. See, but
marriage. It was a marriage joke.
No.
Yeah, some friendly advice.
Run? No.
Yes, very.
I
quickly.
I can't hide from her. You guys know this. You know my way.
Run as fast as you can.
Oh, she'll find you.
Yeah,
she will.
What are you doing? What are you thinking? Lord, marriage. I did the marriage thing.
You should ask her that. You should ask her that.
It's no fun.
I will ask her that.
Why? Why are you doing it? Wait, no, don't ask her. She'll change her mind. Keep your mouth shut.
You know the weird thing about that, and I know there's probably underlining stuff that was there, but we were together for me and my ex. We were together for 7 years, and then we decided to get married, and we were separated 2 years later.
Why is it always like?
It's I don't know what it is. It's like you're together, and then all of a sudden you turn around and get married, and it falls apart. It falls apart, and it happens a lot.
Yeah,
and, you know, if I don't know why it happens, but it does.
Yeah, I'm always asking my wife whenever she says "I love you." I look at her and say, "You sure that's a good idea?"
Yeah, there you go.
I just asked my girlfriend.
Give you a piece of advice.
Hey,
It's like honestly.
Yeah, well, most you guys have seen Mackenzie. She's not really excitable. She's just kind of mellow and chill.
Yeah.
Well, I
Until
told
she's
her.
pissed at you.
Well, yeah, then it's dangerous. But which Howard still wants that to be a stream of her kicking my ass. But it was funny.
We'd all like to see that.
Me too, because I just giggle like a bitch. But
He likes it.
Oh, we know that.
Smack me harder.
she hits me, Daddy.
Look at J-Mac and Emmy having a little bit of a squabble here. How do you make it fall apart? And then she says further down, shut up.
you want the hand or the bill?
It's all about that turtle sex.
But
Oh,
but no, what was funny was where were we going? I think we were going up to Walmart, and that's probably where we were off to. And we're going on the highway there, and I was saying to her, I said, "So where do you want to go for our honeymoon?" And she's like, "I don't know." I was like, "You have nowhere that you want to go?" She goes, "Not really. We really don't have the money to go anywhere." I said, "What about Fear Fest?" And she goes, "What?" And I go, "It's in New Orleans. You've been wanting to go. This is good. We'll be with people, family, our paranormal family. Get to have fun. You get to meet everybody."
Yeah.
And she's like, I go, "Chrissy will be there. Jackie will be there." I said a bunch of their P3 family will be there.
Jackie!
And she goes, "Maybe." And I said, "Emmy's going." And she goes, "Okay, we'll go."
Oh my god.
IG, what is up, brother? How you doing?
I gotta
Victor,
go, guys. Battery's dying.
all right. Much love to you, Victor. We love you, brother.
Much love.
Love you, man.
All right, much love. Take care. God bless.
God bless.
Oh my hi panel. But no, that's seriously like she was like on the fence about it until I said Emmy's going.
Yeah, nobody wants to go
Emmy,
to
are
jail
you
by
going to the
themselves,
wedding?
that's why.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't think Emmy's come. Emmy's from Oregon, so I don't think she would go from Oregon to PA, then down to Louisiana. But the fact is we want to take our honeymoon, somewhere to where we've never been, and spend it with great people. And that's kind of the point of the show tonight, guys. Is we all go through a lot, and there's a lot that a lot of us don't know about. I mean, look at Nando's situation. That was in June. The Global Ghost Hunt, we were getting that going right about that June time frame.
Yeah.
And
that's serious. That's nothing. What he
No.
had, that was friggin' serious. Like, I've had a blood clot, and it's serious. I know somebody that passed away from a blood clot. They broke their ankle and they never got it checked out. And he just bandaged it himself, and he created a blood clot in the fracture, and it traveled up. And he died
J-Mac.
2 months later. He just fell over watching a movie, and the blood clot traveled. It took that long. It was a small little blood clot that traveled to his heart, and he died. And he was 29 years old.
Well, that's
Oh, wow.
that's
So
kind of
young.
it, guys, because you never know. Like, I had one of my mentors in the military. He was actually training for the Navy SEALs. Like, he was the fittest guy I've ever met in my life. Best swimmer, best runner, beefy guy. He's the kindest guy in the world. He had the sweetest heart in the world. He died snorkeling in Hawaii. Got caught on a rip current. You never know. Like, he trained for stuff like that, and that killed him. You just never know.
Wow.
But let's see. I was thinking. No, fantastic. Retired early. Yeah, it's it's going to be in Pennsylvania. So the wedding is going to be in Pennsylvania, here at the house. If anybody is interested in coming to the reception, everybody's welcome. My paranormal family is definitely welcome. And then we're honeymooning at Fear Fest.
I wouldn't think any. It doesn't
I'll let
surprise
you know
me.
next month, Matt.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries, Gabriel. Hey. Well, that's the second part is definitely not going to happen because he's going to get something for it. But yeah, I mean, you guys are welcome. You guys want to come? Actually, that'd be fun. J-Mac, what do you think about a 19-hour drive from Pennsylvania down to New Orleans with Emmy? But
I think a little while ago he was asking us how to get out of the marriage. That could probably do it.
That would
19-hour drive.
more
that would do
time,
it.
more time together. More time together is the best therapy
in a
for
small
any marriage.
space.
Fuck no, I'm flying.
But no, it was actually funny.
Right, Emmy, me too. I'll fly too.
You know, when we were talking about it, I told her, I said, we want to go. Like we said we were going to do it. And she goes, all right, well, let's see how much plane tickets are. We looked and I was like, no. I was like, you do realize it's only like $300 in gas to drive down there. And she goes, really? I went, with your car? Yeah.
J-Mac.
And she goes, you're not driving the whole time. And I went, okay. But what we all can do
Is
is
because I'm going, Emmy?
different airline too. Different days. What's up, Greg? How you doing, brother? But maybe when we stop, we can find some haunted locations on the way. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but no,
idea.
I just want everyone to know, and everyone watching, and I know you guys here on panel know that no matter what you're going through, or whatever people you talk with, you never know what situations
Right,
these
Ash?
individuals have. You have to be able to be there for each other, and I want people to understand that you have a support system. If you're seeing this, if you're hearing this, you've got a great support system. And even if you're not seeing this, or you just heard about it, or you still think you're by yourself, check out like Parapost. I know I promote Brian and Parapost out every show. Well, there's a reason for that. It's not because, Brian doesn't pay me to do it. It's because I believe in it. I believe in what Parapost is doing. The fact that he's built a literal paranormal Facebook with zero drama to support everybody in our field and anybody outside of the field. People who create, equipment, sell merch, do different things. You can be promoted on Parapost.
Yeah.
That's still support.
Oh, God, that's calling me.
So, but yeah, Ashley. But I just wanted everyone to know that during this time of year, if you think you're by yourself, you're not. You're not. All you have to do is reach out. That's it.
Right.
That's true, Ashley. Very true. Marriage is scarier
Yep.
than any fear fest.
You've heard me say that, a lot of times when we get into those dark places and we can't see the light, that's when we have to be the light.
Don't worry,
Not
Emmy,
easy.
J-Mac is set first class.
If Emmy had it his way, he'd be down with the luggage.
Yeah. But yeah, it may not be the easiest thing to do when you're facing a hard time.
No.
But if you reach out, sometimes all you got to do is just say, "I'm not feeling good," and get a hug. You beat the pride what a simple gesture like that can do.
Yeah.
And Matt, you mentioned something that made me think of a friend of mine, especially those who have served in the military. This time of year, it can be especially difficult because not only are they dealing with PTSD, but they're having to deal with the fact that struggle is keeping them from, being with their family or interacting with their family. I have a friend who just came back a few years ago. He was a medic in Iraq. And the stories he told me, I can't, how he had to put his knee on somebody's wound and then take his gun and fire off, and then put his gun back behind him and try to get back to stitching him back up. And some other thing. But I almost never hear from him except once every few months. And that's because his PTSD gets so bad that he just stays in his room all the time. And if you know somebody like that, one thing I recommend that you do not do is tell them that you understand. Because very few know what that's like. All you can do is just say, hey, if you need somebody to cry, a shoulder to cry on, if you need somebody to bring you to a specialist that can help you, if you need help finding others that you can share your problem with people who do know what you're going through. I'm here to help. And that's all you can do.
You know, it's funny you say that, Aaron, because I've seen videos, combat videos from GoPros and stuff during my training before we were supposed to go to Iraq. What you guys see in like Saving Private Ryan, Fury, and some of those other war movies, yeah, they're a movie, but some of them are pretty freaking real. They're
Right.
pretty close. Like, there's one that sticks out to me, and that would be in Saving Private Ryan, on the invasion of Normandy, on that beach.
Mm-hmm.
You see a soldier walking around, looking down on the ground, and picks up an arm and walks away. That shit's
total
real.
shock.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
I've been shot at before. I don't like to mention it, but I've been shot at, and I've had to fire my weapon at people. It is not a good feeling. And you're absolutely right. People right now are dealing with PTSD. They deal with it every day. This isn't just the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to be just a U.S. soldier. I know in Canada, all around the world, they have military members who are like that. So what I encourage everybody to do is one thing that I've started this tradition, and I kind of like it. I actually set up a plate for our missing veterans, our missing soldiers, and I set it to the side so they have a spot. I know it's not much, but just again, what we manifest is enough. Because here's the thing. Even though we pulled a lot of troops away from everywhere, there are still people who are away from their families, both in a positive aspect too. Some people are just deployed. Some people are deployed. They can't have Christmas or New Year's or Thanksgiving or birthdays or anniversaries with their families. People miss a lot of firsts. So we got to think about that as well. And if anybody out there feels like that you are by yourself, you don't have family, or you don't have friends, I'm going to call the bullshit card, because if you're hearing this, you do. Anybody up here is more than happy. And I got a whole list of P3 family members who feel the exact same way that we do. Not to mention everybody over at Parapost Network Central. You've got plenty of people, plenty of great shows who are like this, who are very interactive. We'll be happy just to stop the show and listen and, hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
Paralinks the same way.
That
And
in
also,
itself-
if you're
itself is a
feeling,
great help,
oh,
man.
sorry about that.
I'm saying that in itself is a great help, just to have somebody to listen to you. Because depression is real, especially at this time of the year.
Yes, it
There
is.
are some circumstances, a lot of people might be by themselves and can't go anywhere, don't have family. It would be nice to have somebody to reach out to and not worry about gossip.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Gabriel?
If you're feeling like you want to hurt yourself or whatever, the best thing is to call 911. Trust me, they do not judge. They will help you out in any way, and just get help. That's the basic thing, is to get help. I knew my friend Michael from Bakersfield, who was depressed. I called him a lot. He keeps saying he's okay. He was talking to a psychotherapist. Well, last year, January 1st, he wrote something on his Facebook. I didn't think nothing of it, but at that time, he killed himself because he was deeply depressed. And I keep thinking maybe there's something I could have done. I thought he was getting help, but he wasn't. So people, you're feeling depressed, down, or you're thinking, you want to end the suffering, the pain, the depression, the sadness, the loneliness, get help right away.
Well,
Just get help.
I'm glad you said that, Gabe, because down below I did switch up the banner, as most of you can see. Please, if you feel that way, copy it down. You don't need to say you did it, but talk to them. That's a 24-hour hotline.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
It's a 24-hour hotline everybody can go to. And I just want everyone to remember, too, that suicide, I know it's not a lot, not a topic a lot of people want to talk about, but just remember this. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Think about that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, and Anthony, of course, we love having you, brother. We love you. But everybody here, anybody up here, and even if you're watching this after, because I know we're live right now, but if you're watching this after, if you need prayers, if you need positive thoughts, if you have somebody in your mind that you want help, you want prayers or positive thoughts your way to feel appreciated, put them in the chat. I check them. I keep up on every single one of them. Every one of my shows, if somebody comments, I'm there.
And I will look
see it.
back. And I will look back to see if you guys need any prayers.
Right.
But I just wanted, like I said, this podcast, this show right now is for this, is for that reason. I want people to understand that even though the holidays are a family event, I know everybody likes to, think of the positive side of it. There are people out there who go through a lot of negatives, and they feel like they're alone.
Yeah.
Well, here's proof from all over the U.S. and from Canada and from all over the world. We had Nando over in the UK. We've got the entire section of the U.S. You've got people. Let's just take that first step and reach out, because we do care. We do.
Yep.
We really do. No matter
Yes, we
how
do.
minuscule or small you think your concern may be, not to us. Not to us at all. And please feel free to head over to the P3 Family Facebook page. It is an open public page, and ask for prayers there. That's everyone's welcome. That's a good spot to start. So, but we do care about you guys. And I know most of us here have shows.
Yes, we do.
Most of us here have shows. And I think you guys will agree that we don't do it for us. We do it because it's fun, but we mainly do it for you guys here in the audience. And we enjoy it. We enjoy connecting. That's why we do it. So, anybody have anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
Nope. Thanks for doing this show.
Well, no problem. I was supposed to have Charles up here, my brother Charles, but Charles is actually sick. So I do want to ask, obviously, prayers and healing thoughts for Charles, and also our wonderful co-host Squeakers. Squeakers still is feeling under the weather, so we can get some prayers for her as well.
She got sinusitis.
She's got something.
There will be prayers.
It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's been a couple weeks. You know what, Northwest? What's this one? My life experience with neurology, she can barely walk. She's been on me since June. We've been trying to. All right, Kamikaze. Yeah, absolutely. You got him. There you go, guys.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Let's start right now. Let's start sharing it out. Prayers for your wife, and for honestly for you guys, for you and your family as well, for some support. Because I know,
Manifest that positivity.
yep. And the thing is too is, and I told my wife this because like I said, our cat's not doing well. Seriously,
Yeah, we spoke about that on Friday.
Yeah. seriously, guys, if you know somebody or if a family member is going through something, or like my cat is going through some stuff right now that we just can't help with financially right now, at least we can be there supportively.
Mhm.
Stay positive for those individuals in your family. And, you know, sometimes that's enough to keep them going.
Right. Well, there is one thing I would like to say for all of that, with everybody making the request, and I only say this out of goodness. I'm not trying to start anything bad, but there is a scripture that I do like to keep in mind when people ask for these kind of prayers, and it deals with healing or restoration. And the word heal in this particular scripture, which is Isaiah 53:5, I believe, when you actually go back and look at the history of that word, it means to be fully restored, nothing missing, nothing broken. So that would be, my intention for everybody that's making a request here.
Yeah.
Whether it be with your cat, whether it be a financial situation, a family situation, it is my hope that you are fully restored, nothing missing, nothing broken.
100%. And it starts with a foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Again, guys, the foundation is right here. Is right here in our community, in our paranormal community, where honestly, I'm proud to call each and every one of you family. And it's not just saying, I know you guys. I honestly think of each and every one of you and everybody here as family. When we say P3 family, we're brothers. And,
exactly.
And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. And Kamikaze anytime. And please keep us updated.
Definitely.
So, but gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me tonight. You guys are all my brothers. I love you all very much. I really do. And
Every
for
time.
all of you guys
Love you
watching,
too, man.
for all you
Love
guys
on
watching,
chat.
for all you guys in the audience, again, you're not alone. We are here. Each and every one of us is here for you guys, and there is help, and you can reach out. You are not a burden, and most importantly,
Yes, we are.
you are not alone. I want everyone to remember that. So, guys, again, thank you so much. We will be seeing everybody on Monday, tomorrow night, for the Paracrew podcast. I still have no freaking idea what I'm doing, but we'll figure that out. So I'm going to actually end. I'm going to end this stream with something that shows true family that we all love. The brand new P3 video with our new P3 family members, Anna and Alex. So, guys,
Awesome.
there's only one thing left for me to say. Y'all have yourselves a great rest of your night. You have fun. You stay safe. And as always, guys,
Awesome. Amen.
nipples, happy hauntings.
It's been coming up like sun above. It's making us come together. Been making plans and joining hands. Come by me, stand and come together. When they know we've had enough, they'll try and call our bluff. But no, there's no stopping us. We're making a promise. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. They say we're weak when we don't speak, but they don't see us come together. Behind closed doors, we choose love, not war. It's at our core when we come together. They will hear us loud and clear. We'll walk right through the fear. And then once we'll all appear and say, we're standing right here. Come on. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh.